Hello, Lucas Nation fans. Welcome back to another exciting Lucas Chat podcast. We are here to kick off, sort of kick off season 2 of the podcast show with your host, Kennedy Lucas. Now, we do have a lot of things coming up for you guys for season 2 of the Lucas Chat podcast and the weekend vlog, season 4. You can follow us all on YouTube at Kennedy Lucas. We did just create a Daily Motion account not too long ago. Everything will be linked in the description below. Be sure to follow us up on Daily Motion. The title is Kennedy Lucas. We're also available on Vimeo at Kennedy Lucas and www.tvplayvideos.com. Just go to that website, search up Kennedy Lucas. You'll see a couple videos of mine on that website. Very, very happy to be on those different types of websites. And of course, we are live here on the website of www.lucas904.wix.com/live. Here today, we're here to talk about a very, very awesome movie that just got released not too long ago, and it is Fantastic Four. Now, Fantastic Four had a lot of hate on it. You know, a lot of people were saying that it wasn't the same as the original. I was able to get some inside scoop on that. At first, Marvel Entertainment was thinking about doing the returning actors from the following previous Fantastic Four, but as you guys can see, Chris Evans also plays Captain America, so he's been booked with a whole bunch of other movies like the Captain America, Winter Soldier, and the Avengers 2, Age of Ultron movie that came out not too long ago too. So they decided to take another direction. They decided to have a different next generation of the Fantastic Four series. Now, this movie came out August 7th, 2015, so not too long ago, really not too long ago. The movie was directed by Josh Trank, if I pronounce your last name right, Josh Trank. The film series is the Fantastic Four film series. The production companies are 20th Century Fox, Marvel Entertainment, TSG Entertainment, and Merry Films. Now, this movie, personally, in my opinion, I think has been better than the previous Fantastic Four for a couple of reasons. Now, this movie had a little bit more action-packed cutscenes into this film as it did in the previous Fantastic Four films, in my opinion. Excuse me. So, we look back on previous Fantastic Four films. Of course, it had a couple of films where it was more of monologuing a little bit of dialogue. It wasn't so much of action-packed. For both of them. I've seen the first two, Rise of Silver Surfer and the original first Fantastic Four film. And everybody can pretty much agree that the second one is always better than the last. I also thought the second one was pretty good. Had a little bit more action pack, a little bit more action pack for than it did in the first one. But I think the newest one, the newest Fantastic Four, had a lot of action pack. Now let me read the description that we're getting here. It says transported to an alternative universe. Four young outsiders gain superhuman powers as they alter their physical form in shocking ways. Reed Richards becomes Mr. Fantastic, able to stretch and twist his body at will, while pal Ben Grimm gains immense strength as the Thing. Johnny Storm becomes the Human Torch, able to control and project fire, and while his sister Sue becomes the Invisible Woman. Together, the team must harness their new abilities to prevent Doctor Doom from destroying the Earth. Now, as you guys can see, that's just like the first one. Now, a lot of people, it's about good storytelling. Now, a lot of people and a lot of critics were saying, "Hey, why Michael B. Jordan? Why is he playing Human Torch when Human Torch was white?" Now, there's a little bit of story about that too. You know, they just wanted to change it up a little bit. Now, it's hard to find those good the returning actors like Jessica Alba. Who knows what Jessica Alba's doing nowadays? Very pretty, but who knows what she's doing nowadays? The guy that plays not Human Torch, Mr. Fantastic in the original, he's been in a couple movies. You can see him in the Horrible Bosses movie. He was in that film, so he's just kind of in like certain roles that he's in. You don't really see him so much. And the original guy that played the Thing, I don't know where he's at right now. And of course, Chris Evans, he's doing Captain America and he's doing Avengers. He's busy. So a lot of critics have said that why is that happening? I just think it's good storytelling. It's hard to try to go back. And then what Marvel Entertainment wanted to do is they wanted to tell kind of the origin. Now, a lot of movies had started their series and then go back to the origins. Now, as you guys can see, X-Men had an origin. Like Wolverine, his origin movie, he had an origin before he did X-Men. He had another movie did based off his origin, And of course, with X-Men, what Marvel does with X-Men is they try to expand out a little bit, and that's just the same thing what they're trying to do with Fantastic Four. You see Wolverine in the X-Men movies, of course, X-Men 1, 2, and 3, The Last Stand, and then you did Wolverine Origins, and then the Wolverine, his own independent film when he's going to Japan. They kind of spread out a little bit, and then they kind of come back together for X-Men Days of Future Past, and that's just what Marvel does. And I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna do Iron Man like that, and they're probably gonna do Avengers like that too, where they want to tell the origin. Back again to X-Men First Class did an origin of their X-Men. They're just telling an origin on these movies. So they're kind of going back on this. Now, what do I really truly believe what Marvel's going to do just in general? I think Marvel's going to have the Fantastic Four cast, the new cast, team up with the X-Men cast from Days of Future Past, also teamed up with the Avengers. Now, if they were to make that movie, that's probably going to be a lot, and I do mean a lot of money they can throw in to make that film. But I think that would be a great film. Great film to do, because it's so much they can do with those elements. And they will make buku money if they were to do that, because they've done it in video games. You look at Ultimate Alliance and Ultimate Alliance 2, they had Iron Man, the Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four in that video game. So I think they should call it Ultimate Alliance, the movie. I think they should really have that really drawn out, because they can have Josh Trank, they can have Goss Wilden, they can have I forgot the director of Goss Wilden is the director of the Avengers, but I forgot who directed the X-Men film. But they can have producers like John Ferraro. John Ferraro is the producer of Iron Man and also the Avengers. So why not have them all team up together to make this one awesome movie? Now, do I believe they're going to do that? probably they will do that in like 2020, the year 2020, or the year 2021, or because the reason why I say at a later date, because they have Avengers Infinity War Part 1 in 2018, and then Avengers Infinity War Part 2 in 2019. So again, they're really popping it. And that's true because Samuel L. Jackson did sign a 9-movie contract with Marvel, so you got to think he's been in all 3 Iron Mans. He's been I don't know. I don't think he's been in the 3rd Iron Man, but he's been in all 2 Iron Man. He's been in both Captain America movies. He's been in another movie that I can't really remember. So 5 movies he's been in. He has 4 more movies that he has to do because he signed a 9-year contract. So that's just what I think they're going to do. And they're really popping it out for Captain America as well, because Captain America Civil War will be out soon. And that features Black Panther. Black Panther will be played by James Brown, the guy that played James Brown in the movie Get On Up. That guy will be playing Black Panther. You got Chris Evans, of course, as Captain America. You got Falcon as, I forgot his real name, but Falcon's going to be in it. And then, of course, Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. will be in Civil War 2. So, they're really popping with all these. They really spread out with Marvel Entertainment. They really spread out their storyline. But back to Fantastic Four, actually, that's what we're podcasting over. But, that's all in Marvel. I really do think that it's a good niche for them. I think it's more action-packed. I've seen the trailer and I've seen the movie. It's a lot of action into this one. And this one, it's better than the last 2 because it's more action-packed. It's more storytelling. They're doing a little bit more than they would normally do. And that's probably why they wanted to. That's probably why they wanted to redo the Fantastic Four series, because they didn't really produce a lot of action. Marvel didn't do a lot of action pack, and that's why Fantastic Four didn't really get out there when it came out back in 2004, 2002, 2004, that year. The originals, they didn't really get a lot of publicity, and that's why they're playing on movie channels and stuff, because they didn't really get that niche. So now they say, okay, we want to come back with something strong with this, because we want to do something with this. So now they're making it better. And honestly, I do believe they made it better. They made their posters look better. The poster looks really awesome. They make the Thing. He looks twice as big than the original. So, and kind of realistic too. But then you got to think of this too. Within the year, that was back in 2004. We didn't really have much technology back in 2004. But now that it's 2015, we have updated technology, a lot of updated camera equipment now in the world. They're making the Thing look more realistic, which is also a good thing. Now they're making Human Torch look more realistic. They're making Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, they're looking more realistic because they have that more technology. So what Marvel Entertainment wants to do is, hey, we have more technology. We have more updated technology. Let's make this better, So it's all about timing issue with that. I can see that all the Iron Man movies that got, each one was better than the last because their technology was getting better, their camera equipment was getting better. Even Captain America movies were getting better because of that increased technology. So that's the niche of Marvel. Well, and that's just not just with Marvel, but with anything. With DC, with any movie company, they're having upgraded technology. That's why they're becoming better at making these movies, and that's why Fantastic Four looks, feels, and just looks amazing. The newest one looks amazing because their technology got so good. So I mean, a lot of people hate on this one, but I wouldn't hate on this one. I would say see the movie first, and then you get to view what you get to view it more, because technology it's getting better. Human Torch was played by Michael B. Jordan. Susan Storm was played by the actress Kate Mara. But Kate Mara must be a new actress. She's playing Susan Storm. Mr. Fantastic himself, Reed Richards, was played by Miles Teller. Now, Miles Teller, I've seen him in a couple of other movies that he's been in. I can't really remember what movies. Let's see if we can. Let's see. I think we're trying to get word of other movies that he's been in. Okay, yes, I knew that was him. Divergence. He's played in Divergence. I knew that was him. The Spectacular Now. He's also played in that movie too. Insurgent. Now I do remember Insurgent because I was actually on the set of Insurgent, trying to get kind of an inside scoop of Insurgent. He's been in that. Uh, Two Night Stand. He's been in that. Project X. Yes, he's been in Project X. I remember seeing him in Project X. I think he played that cool guy who was kind of quiet and kind of quiet, but he's been in that movie, kind of quiet. He's like the cool guy in that movie. So I do have Project X as a Blu-ray. So um, I love Project X. Footloose, he's been in that movie, and 21 and Over, he's been in that. Rabbit Hole, I remember hearing that movie, but I don't really remember seeing that movie. So that's just a couple movies he's been in. Let's go back to Michael B. Jordan, because Michael B. Jordan, he's been in a couple films himself, and he's also a voice actor. Yes, I do remember. We're getting word that I do remember that now. Yeah, I remember that. Fruitvale Station. He's been in that. Fruitvale Station, guys. If you guys have not seen that movie, please go watch it. It's has Michael B. Jordan. He plays the main character of damn, I forgot his name. The movie. God damn it. But he's in that movie along with Oscar winner Octavia Spencer. She won Oscars. Back in 2014, he was in That Awkward Moment. He featured him and Zac Efron. Let's see. We're trying to get word here. Yes, and I do have this movie. He's also played in Justice League, The Flashpoint Paradox. I do have that movie out. That movie's out for DVD. You can pick it up for about $20 at Walmart. But I did see. I do have that movie on DVD, and he was in that movie. He did some good work in voice acting. So that's always good for him to be a voice actor, because you're using all that talent for all that other stuff. Now, Doctor Doom was played by Toby Cabell. I don't really remember him. I don't remember hearing about him. And The Thing was played by Jamie Bell. Again, I really don't. He must be a new actor. I'm not really too sure on that. Yeah, so that's your main cast that's in that. I do know Michael B. Jordan. I don't know him personally, but I do know some of his work he did, like Flashpoint Paradox and Fruitvale Station. Miles Teller, he's been in a couple of comedies. He's been in a couple of comedies, so it's always good to see them in the other movie. So thank you guys for tuning in this podcast here today over Fantastic Four. I know I did kind of go a little bit off topic from Marvel, but Marvel, big company. I love Marvel. I love DC, but I love Marvel a little bit more because I kind of grew up with Marvel more. Hopefully they were to make a Fantastic Four, a sequel to that. I think they should. I think they should they should also be a part of the Avengers or X-Men or the Ultimate Alliance. I think they should make a movie about that. Just my opinion. Thank you guys for staying tuned for the podcast here today. This starts off our season 2 of the Lucas Chat podcast. Be sure to check out the weekend vlog, episode 51, season 4. We kick off season 4, so hope you guys enjoyed that. We have a lot of new announcements, a new studio we're in, because we are indeed in college, so we want to try to expand out for you guys. Also on Daily Motion, we're on Daily Motion too, so be sure to check us out there, and also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So as of right now, I'm Kennedy Lucas, logging out.